Hi, what's up guys, welcome back to a new video at East Coast Manga. So today is going to be the biggest haul I've ever had on the channel. This was, I'm not going to say it's like just straight pure luck, but it's a lot of luck. Basically, I found this listing on Facebook Marketplace for volumes 4 through 58, I believe it is, of Bleach, and it was for $50, so awesome deal right there. It was, you know, just about $1 a volume, maybe even a little less. But the kicker to the whole thing is I actually got a massive amount of free volumes from this haul. I actually got more free volumes than I did volumes that I paid for. And we'll shift over and we're going to check out all the volumes in just a second, but basically how this happened was the listing was a little far for me. It was like a 2-hour drive. I was still willing to make it for Bleach. They were all in really good condition, and just for the price it was absolutely worth it since I don't have Bleach yet and the box sets are super expensive. So it's this mom who's they're basically selling their house and they're just like getting rid of stuff. So she's selling her son's collection, and she felt bad that I had to drive all the way over there to pick up the stuff, so she decided she was just going to throw in like the rest of like the various volumes of manga that he had. Now, I didn't know this was going to be so much manga, and when I saw the box, I was just like blown away. And as you see from the thumbnail, it is a massive amount of manga. Half of this stuff I don't even know about. You'll see that once we shift over. And without waiting anymore, let's shift right into it. Alright, so I've literally taken you guys off tripod to be able to show you this box. It is deep of manga, like on the top. It's just, it goes all the way down. So I'm gonna set it up, so I'll probably pull it out the box, but we may not get like a top-down version of the box. Alright, so we should be all set setup wise. This is the first half of the manga haul. This is all the stuff that's not Bleach, and all of this stuff was free. This was stuff that she just added on, and apparently the person who owned this either didn't need it anymore, or his mom didn't think that he needed it anymore. So yeah, let's get right into it. First thing we have is High School of the Dead. This is volume 1. I've never gotten into the series yet. I think it has an anime and everything, but this is the first volume. Also on the top of the box we have a Shonen Jump from 2004, May. So that's pretty sick. This is only Shonen Jump. Luckily, like I don't need a ton of Shonen Jump magazines, but it's cool to have one. Next we have Master Keaton, and remember, like, some of these books, like you take just a couple of these books and you could already get up to $50. Like this is just, I mean, there's nothing that's ever gonna beat this in terms of like my hauls, unless I just straight up rob someone. And these are also in amazing condition. So this is Master Keaton, which is awesome because this was a series that I really wanted to get into. And having the first volume is amazing because it really lets me know whether I want to keep collecting or not. And Urasawa is just an absolutely amazing mangaka. Next we have hardcover Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. This is volume 1. I know the first couple volumes are not very good in the series, but then it gets really good afterwards. But to be able to get a hardcover for nothing is unreal because this book sells for $20. And I was very close to buying this book maybe 6 months ago. Next we have what looks like 2 Western comics, or US, you know, just regular comics, comic books I guess. You have Saga, volume 1, and then you have Curse Words. I don't know, look pretty cool, but nothing that I previously knew about. And also, like I said, I haven't gone through this box and like organized stuff, so we may see like volumes of manga in mixed matched order. But we have D Gray Man, volume 1. It seems like a cool series that you can usually get for a pretty good price. Next we have Drifters. I've never heard of this one. And please guys, if you have heard of these, and especially the ones I don't know about, leave it down in the comments and let me know if it's good, or what do you guys think of them. Because there's so many in here that I don't know about. Like another one, Sandland. This is pretty sick. Without even looking at the author, you kind of know that this is the same manga that draws Dragon Ball. So Akira Toriyama, you can just tell by the character design. It's pretty sick. I've actually never heard of this. 7 Deadly Sins, volume 1. Great pickup. I like the anime. I know it's kind of received in different ways, but I like it personally. Next we have Yu Yu Hakusho, I believe you pronounce it. I believe this is a very popular manga, but because I'm still relatively new and getting into the hobby, I haven't read this, or I also don't know too much about it. That's volume 1. And then we have One Punch Man, volume 1. I do already own this one, and this is not the special one. There is a special one in this. You guys will see. It's pretty sick. Next we have Pandemonium? Yeah, Pandemonium. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to try to read. Another Western looking regular comic, but pretty cool. It's honestly unreal how good condition all this stuff is in. Another one, Rooney Kenshin. Another manga that I should definitely know a lot more about than I actually do. I don't know anything about this, but I know it is a popular manga. This will be awesome to get into. And then we have Ranma, another one I'm not too familiar with, but pretty cool looking manga. And this is volume 1, I think. I don't really know too much about this. This is pretty old, but I guess I'll learn more as time goes on. Next we have Case Closed, volume 2. I don't know if I have volume 1 in this package, but that'd be pretty neat. Next we have Attack on Titan, volume 1. I have now 3 volumes of this, I think. So I definitely need to sell 2 volumes of Attack on Titan. If honestly, if anyone wants these, I might even like give it away or something, because I do have literally 2 extra volumes of this. Next we have World Trigger, looks like, volume 2. Interesting looking manga. Next we have 5D's Yu-Gi-Oh! Now this is cool, but not what I would want if I got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. I'd want the original one. That's kind of what I'm interested in reading right now, because I heard how dark it is compared to the anime, but still awesome. Alright, so this is the One Punch Man volume that I was saying is special and is pretty sick. So this is in Japanese, and it's smaller than regular manga, like English, release manga. It also has a dust jacket, so that's pretty sick. I can't read anything because it's in Japanese, but yeah, I thought this was pretty sick. But I don't think I've ever personally seen a softcover manga receive a dust jacket, so that's really cool. So next we have Sergeant Frog Omnibus, volume 1 through 3. Now, I don't know anything about this, but I've heard of Sergeant Frog. And this is Tokyo Pop, which does not even exist anymore. I'm also very shortly running out of room, so I might have to adjust things. But this is Pixie Junket. I have no idea what this is. It's Viz graphic novel. I think this is dating back to like 1997, which is unreal. Like, I would actually love to know the situation of how all this manga got into my hands, the background story, but I just didn't want to get into that before I actually picked it up, because I didn't want to make it seem like I was getting some crazy deal or steal and then have to pay more. So yeah, I don't know, maybe sometime in the future I'll figure it out. Next we have Ultimo. I'm gonna have to remove the sticker, which, I mean, doesn't look like it'd be an issue. This is a really sick series. Now, I hate to say that I don't know all the background information on this, but I had actually heard that Stan Lee had worked with a mangaka and created a manga, but I didn't know anything other than that, and I learned that maybe a couple months ago. And then I saw Stan Lee on the cover of this, and I'm like, oh, this is that manga. So I don't know if it's good, I don't know anything about the story, but I just thought that's such a cool thing to be able to have. So yeah, this is volume 3. No, sorry, volume 2. Next we have Children of the Sea, volume 1. I've definitely heard of this, at least I feel like. I don't know anything about it, but I feel like I've definitely heard of this one. Next we have Soul Eater, volume 1. Definitely don't want this. I already have Soul Eater, volume 1 and 2. It's been difficult for me to get into the series, and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to, but I've been trying. But this also this is going to get sold or given away. Next we have Gintama. I apologize. Volume 1. I feel like I've also heard of this one. Don't know anything about it. Next we have Beat, volume 2. This is, yeah. It's another one I'm not too sure about. Like I said, most of these I don't know anything about, so I'd love to hear from you guys what your opinions are. Obviously, I'm going to read them and learn more about them, but at this moment, I mean, it would just be way too much information coming at you guys. Next, we have Dokoida? I think that's how that's pronounced, but I have really no idea. Looks like a dope robot eating rice. I have no idea. Looks interesting, though. Volume 1. We're like maybe halfway through this first box. Then we have Barrage, Volume 1. World Trigger, Volume 1. I think we already saw Volume 2 of this, or Volume 3. Ultimo, Volume 3. I love how they put those stickers right on the title. That's real smart at the bookstore. Ultimo, Volume 1. Dr. Slump, another one by Akira Toriyama. You can tell by the art. Very similar art to the original Dragon Ball manga. Next we have Chrono Crusade, Volume 1. I don't know. We'll see about some of these. Alright, on to the bottom of the box. we have Magi. Oh god, I want to say it's Magi. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Magi. Volume 2. Ice Shield 21, Volume 1. This is sick. I really, really want to get into this series. I love football, and everyone talks about how damn good of a series this is, at least the manga. It's kind of expensive, but it's not crazy expensive for out-of-print manga, but Volume 1, awesome. Next we have Switch. Yeah, I don't know why this sounds familiar, but it does. Nice quality manga, at least the outside. Kind of feels like Tokyo Ghoul. Hellsing, Volume 1. Another manga you can get at a pretty good price, like as a bundle. I've seen this a bunch of times on Facebook Marketplace and other places. Next we have Neon Genesis Evangelion Volume 2. This thing's in pretty good condition, but man, it just like, it feels old. Like I'm thinking, I tried to look, I want to say this is like 2000, came out around 2000. Which, you know, at this point it's like 20 years old. But sometimes you can just kind of tell that manga like feels old because it's just a different material they use. It's not like a bad thing, it's just something you notice. Next you have Tsuba? I think that's how you pronounce it. This is Volume 2. Attack on Titan Volume 4. Another one I'm either going to sell or give away. I already have this volume, so don't need it. Next we have Monster Hunter Origin. I would assume based off the game. Yeah, sponsored by Capcom. Yeah, so based off the game. I don't really play the game. Not that it's bad or anything, I just don't play it. Probably not gonna keep this. Rooney Kenshin Volume 7. Super random volume to have. But I'm with it. Okay. Next we have Claymore Volume 1. There's a box set for this manga. Cool cover. This is actually a really nice design cover in back. Next we have Muyo and Roi's Bureau of Supernatural Investigation, BSI. Huh. Volume 1 kinda looks like case closed-esque manga, but if you know anything about this, let me know. Next we have Magi Volume 1. This is also awesome to have because this was recommended to me. I was going to end up picking up at some point anyways, at least the first couple volumes to check it out. I believe it's a battle-esque manga. Next we have Pandora Hearts. Yeah, Pandora Hearts. This is probably one of the coolest box sets that have ever released. This and the Kira box set, I would say, are probably the two best box sets that ever released. I don't know anything about this manga. I don't even know if it's good, but the box set is so damn cool. Neon Genesis Evangelion Volume 1. I'm sure this was probably reprinted, if not a couple times. And I would say this is probably one of the earlier printings, if not the first one they did. Next we have Ralgrad. I don't know. I can't even read that. Not know anything about this manga. I can't figure it out any more than that. Gotta move on. So next we got Dragon Drive Volume 1. This kind of reminds me of a Digimon, actually. I wasn't huge into Digimon, so I don't know. This just reminds me of one. Next we have Rurouni Kenshin Volume 6. Actually, all the volumes might be in this up to 7. We'll find out. Next we have Air Gear, Volume 1. Next we have Dragon Drive, Volume 3. Next we have Yu Yu Hakusho, Volume 2. Next we have Beat, Volume 1. Dragon Drive, Volume 2. And then Oparts Hunter. I've actually heard of this one. And, God, I can't remember what it's exactly about, but I think I almost bought it from someone who was selling me other manga, but decided not to. Next is Nura Rise of the Yokai Clan. This feels super out of print. I don't know anything about this. But, yeah, this looks actually pretty sick. Well, almost done. We have Toto, Volume 1. Looks like a cute adventure manga. Kingdom Hearts, Volume 2. Can't go wrong with Kingdom Hearts. I mean, this is classic right here. Next we have, oh god, Zombie Lone, One Peach Pit. God, that sounds like an absolutely horrible title for a manga. And I feel bad if you know about this manga and you like it. I'm not saying it's a bad manga, but that seems like an absolutely terrible title. Ooh, hell yeah, we got Food Wars Volume 1. This is really sick to have. Oparts Hunter Volume 1. We have Library Wars. We have D. Greyman Volume 2. We have Shisuba Volume 1. We have Lone Volume 1. Alright, so this was all the free stuff. Yeah, once again, I haven't counted how many volumes this is. If you want to leave it down in the comments, I'm not going to figure it out before I end this video. But this is absolutely not the end of the haul. And I know this is probably going to be a super long haul, but this is the end to everything that's not Bleach. And within Bleach, like I said, I picked up like 50 volumes. It's insane. Let me clear some of this up and we can get into the Bleach. Alright, so my camera's basically dying, and I decided I'm just not going to go through every single volume of Bleach. It doesn't really make sense. It's all Bleach, so volumes 4 through 58. Rest are in this box. I mean, honestly, just incredible. Like, this alone is what I paid $50 for. And I was willing to pay $50 for without anything else included. And the fact she threw all this in, there's a lot of stuff hidden in there, as you guys have seen. It's just unbelievable. I mean, obviously there's some really truly good people and just nice people. And it also maybe goes to show that some people may also not know the value of their manga, and to always look out for a parent selling their children's things.